One of the things we've been reflecting over the past few days is just how tight the polls are as regards the EU referendum. Every vote will count in this. And joining me now in the studio is Simon Woolley. Simon's from an organisation called Operation Black Vote, and he's been very, very clever in what he's done, because you'll see behind him here, he has recreated, if you recognise this, you probably recognise that this is the famous Oxbridge picture of what was the Bullingdon Club. And there would have been a young David Cameron in there, young George Osborne, a young Boris Johnson. But instead, Simon, what have you done? How would you describe what you have done, and why have you done it?
Yes,
here?
well, I guess we've blackened the text.
Right.
We've turned it on its head and challenged privilege and power to say, actually, our society, British society, is multicultural, diverse and dynamic. And so we've used that image really to say to not just the black and minority ethnic communities, but to wider society. This EU debate is fantastically important, and we want everyone to be involved. This is not for the few, but for the many.
Mm-hmm. And that white privilege and power, though, I mean, they're quite split themselves. I mean, you've got Osborne and Cameron who want to remain, and you get people like Boris who want to leave.
Yeah.
Are you in any way urging the people who you're trying to enlist or enrol to vote in a certain way? I know you want them to vote, but you want them to vote in a certain way.
No, that's not our gift. We're saying go to the polls, ask the questions, get as much information as you possibly can. But, you know, this is too crucial to be left to elites, to the privileged class. This is for every British citizen. And clearly we're targeting black and minority ethnic communities because too often they're not going to the polls. And we're saying this affects us all. Equality, immigration, prosperity. We want these debates to be discussed and for our communities to go to the poll.
Why aren't we seeing that black vote at the poll stations?
Yes, well, I mean, you know, one of the reasons for that is that when we discuss issues such as immigration, there's a lot of toxicity, there's a lot of blame pointing at actually black and minority ethnic communities. So we feel alienated and accused. And we're saying, this is our country, we play a positive role, and we need to have our say.
Yeah. The thing that always amazes me, genuinely amazes me, people think when they talk to immigrants and people, children of immigrants, that they're going to be very pro-immigration. Not necessarily so.
No, there's some pushback. I mean, you know, clearly there's great diversity within our community. Some want to remain, some want to leave. What we want to do is to ensure they're not alienated from the debate, that they feel a genuine stake. And I think with our media partners, Saatchi and Saatchi, have come up with this brilliant ad that I hope everybody sees it, engages in it.
Where are they going to see it, Simon?
Well, they're going to see it around the country.
If they're not engaged, say, in politics anyway, why would they be watching Sky News?
Well, I hope they'll be watching Sky News because of you and your brilliant presentation, but I hope they see the billboards around the country and in the newspapers and on our websites. You know, it's a great ad. It inspires the discussion.
Yes.
I hope it translates to people going to the poll in record numbers.
Yeah, but say somebody said, look, I have a right to abstain. I don't want to take part in this. I don't want any part of this. What's the bigger message from you? Why do you give me this argument why it is almost your duty to vote?
It is. I mean, this is a once in a generation referendum. The implications are absolutely massive about who we are as a people, where do we want to go along this political track.
And you can't complain about it if you haven't taken part in it.
We have to get involved. We have to debate it. We have to unpick it. We have to get the issues that we want understood and go to the poll. Go to the poll in record numbers and make sure your voice is heard.
I hope that happens. I mean, we're seeing apathy, particularly in different age groups as well, and we know that we're expecting older people to turn out. Is that the same within the black vote community?
You're absolutely right, but that's why we've joined forces with organisations such as Bite the Ballot. They focus on young people coming to the polls, and Operation Disability Vote. So we want all sectors of society to be involved. We want equality, actually, the issues around equality to be centre stage.
Right, so you want men, you want women, you want races, you want cultures in this debate. Thanks for having another debate. That's a debate within a debate within a debate.
Let's do it. Let's come back again.
Good man. Simon Woolley, Operation Black Vote. He wants your vote no matter what way you're going to vote. He just wants you to do it. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.